everybody, back again. I'm back again because Chantal is back again with another video talking about food. So, as everyone knows, she's on a quote unquote health journey. And in her newest video, she calls herself a skinny legend. Hey, foodie, really not a good idea to give yourself a title that you haven't earned yet. How can you call yourself a skinny legend if you haven't even begun your health journey? You haven't even been on it for a week. So, already doing the title thing, but haven't earned the title. Anyway, she did another video showing herself eating, grilled chicken and salad. Wanted to go over because I've got some thoughts, and I invite all of you to give me your thoughts. Love hearing from everybody and hearing your input. So I just posted the react to her health journey, alleged health journey, and it's not going to get much better. It's just not going to get much better. She's clouding herself. Listen, I think it's a great idea for foodie to get healthy. I'm going to say it again, though. You can't heal in the same environment that you hurt in. And you can't heal from something if you're profiting from something. You've monetized something, and that's exactly what she's done. So her main source of income is, showing herself eating food. In order to break the bad habits, she can't profit off of them anymore. So what is she going to do to get away from showing food, showing herself eating food, making that her content? What can she do? That's up for her to decide. It's not for me. I'm just here to react. So let's go over the video and stuff that I found on Twitter. Let me just go ahead and go to my Twitter. There's not much to show right now from Twitter, but we'll go over it just the same. Because she literally just posted this, and I've got things to do tonight. I've got to work. So I'm just trying to get this stuff on YouTube done before I have to do that. Okay, so anybody that wants to join me on Twitter, it's Wow Girl Sarah. So your adjustication says, gee, I wonder why the cat is always trying to get food. Could it be because that's how you lure her to you, Foodie Beauty? And don't think we don't know you started this health journey on the same day that French Fry Girl started the spite diet. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Frenchie was talking about a spite diet, and I'm sure she'll be very successful with it. I do remember Frenchie once saying that she was into kickboxing, and let me tell you something, if she does kickboxing again, you can burn a tremendous amount of calories and you can get in fantastic shape doing kickboxing. It's a fantastic workout. So I have full confidence that Frenchie is, if she does the spike diet, that she's going to get in fantastic shape. Foodie, not so much. Not so much at all. But people on YouTube, some of them are saying, hey, I'm going to get serious about my health. And here's Foodie being the follower saying, oh, I guess I want to get healthy too. Well, saying it and doing it are two different things. Let's see what happens with Foodie. Kristen says, when they break up, Foodie Beauty is going to say she has this from being made to eat salad. So let's watch the clip.
And I made a salad. I know it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot in here. It's a green salad. It's just chopped romaine, spring onion, mint, parsley, coriander or cilantro, dill, fresh dill, ginger, what's it called? Arugula, something else green. I don't even know the name. These are grilled tomatoes because we ordered chicken. What else? What did I put in here? Anyways, a bunch of green things. And the dressing is just olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, a little bit of salt, pepper, and some honey, like natural honey.
Okay, stop right there. Full stop. Did y'all hear that? Now, everything was fine up until she said one thing. Honey. Why do you need honey in your salad? Why do you need to add honey to a salad? Honey is pure sugar. Foodie, you took something that was healthy and you added sugar to it. Why do you need to sweeten up a salad? That don't even make sense to me. It was fine up until you said the honey. Why add honey? Trust me, you've eaten enough sugar to do you for quite a while. You don't need to add it to your salad. Going back to the post by Agistication, I had a few thoughts. Question, Chantal. Do you have cans of cat food in the house? Do you have food for Julia in the house? Because we haven't seen you do a cat food, cat supply haul. So is the only food that Julia is eating is the food that you eat? You're just giving her the scraps of whatever you eat, because that's not nice. You just spent, I don't know how much money on this produce haul, and you're probably not going to eat all that produce. And it looks like you were buying groceries for more than just yourself and Salah. My theory is maybe he's got some relatives or friends or maybe even some small children. It looked like a haul that could split between two people. So you're buying for your household and maybe his household too. It looked like a haul for more than just two individual people. But we have yet to see you do a haul for the cat. So are you over there just ordering takeout, and whatever scraps you don't eat, you're giving to Julia? And that's why she's so interested in your food, because she's really not eating any dry kibble or anything. I'm just wondering, like, why is she so interested in your food? If she's well fed, why would she be so fixated on your food? So let's go on from here. Two-tailed caperer says, look at me in health mode now. Again, saying you're in health mode and actually being in health mode are two different things, Foodie. But please go ahead.
Look at me in health mode now. Look at me in health mode now.
And you're not in health mode yet. You haven't been working out for a week and eating healthy for a week. You cannot say, I'm in health mode now. I'm locked in. I'm good to go. Like, I'm putting my nose to the grindstone and we're going to do this. Sitting down and eating a meal does not mean like you've lost 20 pounds, like you're a lot healthier. No, it just means you're trying to find something different to do on YouTube, because YouTube is cracking down on different kinds of content and not monetizing it. And maybe they reached out to you and you're like, oh, and I can't make money the way I usually do. So we got to do something different. So it's time to get healthy now. Let me go back up here. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Kristen posted the video tags. So look, she's on a health journey. Look at the tags. Okay. 1 tag, 2 tag, 3, 4 out of the 5 tags. They're signaling all the feedy people so they can still find her. But Foodie, if you know anything about the feedy people, they're not into watching people eat healthy food. The more unhealthy, the better. They don't want anything healthy. They want the completely unhealthy. So if you're still trying to draw in that crowd, it ain't going to work. You might as well just stop trying to tag them and signal them to come and watch you. This is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, meanwhile, she ate a bowl full of spaghetti and meatballs in a previous vlog in the morning. Yeah, let's watch.
And mango. I cut up a mango and half of a cantaloupe for breakfast. And also because I'm not very hungry in the morning. I don't know how people wake up and eat a huge meal, because I would be sluggish all day. Like,
you're sluggish all day anyway. And that's because for the longest, for years, you ate nothing but fast food. There's 2 kinds of food, Foodie. There's actual food, that has nutrients and vitamins and minerals and stuff in it that is beneficial for your body and actually feeds your body. And then there are food like products. Junk food, processed food, they are food like products. They resemble food, but there's not much in the way of nutritional value. So when you eat food like products and nothing but food like products, your body's essentially starving. You're just throwing a bunch of bulk down your throat, a bunch of garbage. And you know what your body says in response to that? Well, thanks for the bulk, but we're not getting much out of that. So we're still hungry. So you're still going to feel hungry because we're not getting what we need. For years, you've eaten nothing but food like products versus actual food. Do you understand the difference now? Food like products are not real food. An occasional fast food meal is not a bad thing. But every day, 3 times a day, not good. That's why you're feeling sluggish. That's why you're feeling tired. Because you're not giving your body anything that it can really do something with.
I don't know. I would need a break. And plus, I don't have a gallbladder. So when I eat things that are high in fat, I get really here, baby girl. I'm gonna take the skin off for her. I get very sluggish and I have trouble with the washroom.
What does that even mean? She made that statement, and I'm like, wait a minute, what does she mean by that? She has trouble in the washroom. What do you mean when you say that, Foodie? Do you have trouble going and doing number two? You get constipated? Is that what you mean? What do you mean when you say that? You know, I'm absolutely shocked that you haven't had trouble all this time. I mean, eating all the bread and the rice and the carbs and all that stuff. How does that not stop you up anyway? You used to tell us that you would go to the bathroom several times a day. That's not normal. That means there's something wrong there to go that often. That means you're so stocked up with food that your body just can't process it out fast enough. But what do you mean when you say, I have trouble in the washroom? Fitting into the washroom? Constipated? What do you mean? Please explain it to us. I'd love to know the answer. Okay, like I said, there wasn't much on Twitter because she just posted this, and I got work to do, and I got to take my nap still. So that's why I'm covering it now, just to get it up and out of the way. So let's go and cover the actual video itself. Okay. What do the people have to say? I want to give them a voice. So let's go to the comments very, very quickly. So Chantal, in this video, she makes a comment about stray cats and they're just as valuable as not stray cats. And I agree, all animals are valuable. It doesn't matter if it came off the street or it was domesticated from the jump. My cats, the last few that I've had, they were strays. They were street cats and they are wonderful animals. Booger, actually, she was a street cat. She was found as a kitten and given to me. So there's nothing wrong with a stray. You just got to be careful with them. That's all. As far as getting them vaccinated, make sure they're healthy. If you have other pets in the house, make sure that they don't have anything that the other pets can catch. But they are loving animals too. Queefum says, Chantal, please stop feeding the cat your food. It's really not healthy for the poor thing. I know you don't mean harm, but you're causing harm by doing that. This isn't hate. This is just a concern for the cat. Get the cat some high quality cat food and feed her that daily. As I pointed out, where's the cat food haul? Where's the kibble? Is she feeding the cat kibble or some kind of canned wet food? Maybe that's why the cat is hanging around Chantal so much, is because it doesn't have any kibble. It doesn't have any moist canned food. It just eats whatever scraps Chantal throws her. Maybe that's why the cat is hanging around Chantal, not because it likes her, but it's hungry. It's just saying, hey, come feed me. Lavender Tea says, so I'll ask you what I ask my bestie when she goes on her diet cycles. What are you going to do differently this time so you don't fall in the same old screw it, I'll stay this way phase of it? Good question. What is she going to do differently? What is she going to do differently? Chantal has a problem with food. And I'm going to say something to her or to anyone that has problem with anything. When you go to say AA or NA or any group or organization that can help you break certain bad habits, one thing that they will tell you in order to get in recovery, if there are people, places, or things that would reinforce going back to that bad habit or keep it going, you have to let those things go. That's why I say you cannot heal in the same environment that you hurt in. If you have a bad habit and you have a certain circle of friends that you hang with and they're doing the bad habit, you can't be around those people. Or if there's a certain place you go to that would promote you doing something you shouldn't do, you have to stay away from it. You have to make a whole new life. If the life that you have ongoing at that moment means it's full of people, places, and things that promote unhealthy living, to make a healthy life, you have to have new places and new people and new habits to replace the old ones. So if she's sitting in that human hamster cage and Salah will give her anything she wants to shut her up, how is that going to be healthy for her if there's nobody around her that will tell her no? And she's got the power. If he's depending on Chantal to buy groceries or buy computers or pay for a car or pay for anything, period, she can hold that over his head. If she's got a craving for this food or that food, if he tries to tell her no, she's going to say, look, I pay for everything. You've got to do what I tell you. And so he will. There's nobody around her that will tell her no and stand firm with that. She holds her money over everybody's heads. And so she gets what she wants. And a lot of what she wants is unhealthy. So it's a toxic cycle that's going to continue. Danny Moxie says, Chantal, I don't know why I'm even doing this because it seems like you have an automatic resistance to any advice ever. But why don't you just start apologizing for the things you know you have done wrong? You have to know you've done some things wrong, right? Why don't you just start there if you truly are the changed person you've been saying you are? If she were a changed person, Danny, to change, to grow, you have to feel two things in your heart: remorse and regret. It's not just about giving an apology, it's about feeling truly sorry and regretful and remorseful for the things you've done. So much so that you feel awful and you don't want to make those same mistakes again. So even if Chantal were to apologize for anything, would it matter if she doesn't feel those two things? It's just lip service. She's just wordsmithing. There's no sense in giving an apology if you're not truly sorry. So I understand where you're coming from, but you're asking a person who has no sense of empathy to apologize. And Chantal does not truly feel like she's done anything wrong. She's very defiant, she's very stubborn, very prideful, and narcissistic. She's just very rebellious, our girl. She doesn't feel remorse or regret. Therefore, she will never recognize her mistakes, and she's doomed to always repeat her mistakes. Let's see. Uh, Kel's Bell says, "Girl, you're the one who ate lobster mac and cheese at 5 o'clock in the morning. But tell us again how you don't like to eat a lot of food in the morning." That's been her pattern for the longest, eating meals late at night and then going right to sleep. And for the record, if you have a problem with food, the cravings, the urges are always the strongest at night. I don't know why that is, but they are. They're horrible. Slayer says, "So when are you going to stop smoking too? Because that's the other half of your overall problem." Well, one thing at a time. But this is one of those wait and see situations, y'all. Her saying something and seeing if she's going to stick to it. You got to have patience with Chantal. But all will be revealed in time. Let's see. See, I'm looking in the comments. I see people giving support to Chantal. They're saying nice things and saying, "Way to go. You're eating healthier. This is good." So there are people on her channel that support her being healthier. They have more hope for Chantal than she has for herself. Whether she keeps it up, that's entirely her decision. But there are people supporting her. Let's see. So enough with the comments. Let's get on to the actual video itself.
Spring onion, mint, parsley, coriander or cilantro, dill, fresh dill, ginger, what's it called? Arugula, something else green. I don't even know the name. These are grilled tomatoes because we ordered chicken. What else? What did I put in here? Anyways, a bunch of green.
I already have a pet peeve about this. Protein and salad, not bad. So why isn't it on a plate? Are there no plates in Kuwait? I believe there are. Why didn't she put all this stuff on a plate? Is a plate too much for her to handle? She's got this big party bowl full of salad and this huge slab of meat sitting right beside her. Why can't she put things on a plate? It would look so much nicer.
Thing.
And it'd be good for portion control.
Things. And the dressing is just olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, a little bit of salt, pepper, and some honey, like natural honey for sweetening.
And again, I'm going to say I don't understand the whole adding honey thing. That just seems weird to me. You're trying to make a healthy meal, and even with salads, you're going to add sugar. I don't get it.
So, and then I have half of a grilled chicken. Julia's eating her food, but I'm sure she'll want some chicken. She likes everything. Like everything I'm eating, I don't give her everything I'm eating, but
well, you know what I love about her? She tells on herself, and she just told on herself. She just said, "I don't give her everything I'm eating." Translation, I do give her table food. Now, I don't know if Julia is a stray. I'm leading in the direction of she is. She was taken off the street. And if she was taken off the street, she's used to eating what she can get. But Chantal literally just said, "I don't give her everything I eat, so you're giving her stuff that you eat. So you're training her to come to you to get table scraps. You're setting up that bad habit, Chantal.
Just the other day, I was eating a cheese slice, okay, like this, and I had it like this. I felt a tug, and she took half the cheese slice and ran with it. And then this morning,
Big question. Are you giving her enough food? That might be why she took it out of your hand. Are you giving her enough food? How much are you feeding her, Chantal?
woke up. I like to have hydrating fruit when I wake up. I've always been like this when I start a health journey. I find it cleansing. Like there's something astringent and hydrating at the same time about fruit. And fruit is
Well, why haven't you done it before? If eating fruit in the morning and is so astringent, blah, 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 why did you let that go? If it made you feel so good, why did you let it go? You're not making sense. Why are the health journeys so short lived if they make you feel so much better? And why do you continue to eat all that fast food junk? You- You're like a salesman that changes their sales pitch depending on the product they're trying to sell. When you're trying to sell to the feedy people, you speak a different language. Now that you're on this health journey, you're finding all the terminology and you're speaking that language. That's why we don't believe you. There's nothing authentic here. It's just trying to sell different aspects of yourself, and none of them are authentic or sincere.
it's actually a food that our body digests the best. It doesn't take long to digest it. So if you eat a lot of hydrating fruit, look at me in health mode now. You're going to be
It takes more than talking to be in health mode, but go ahead.
going to the washroom a lot, but number one, but you're cleaning your system out. And I love that feeling, honestly. But accompanied by that is hunger, of course. But fruit has a lot of fiber also. Like I had a big bowl of cantaloupe and mango. I cut up a mango and half of a cantaloupe for breakfast. And also because I'm not very hungry in the morning. I don't know how people wake up and eat a huge meal because I would be sluggish all day. Like,
You know why you're not hungry in the morning? I can answer that question right now. Because you eat such a big meal before bed. I don't know how long you stay up at night, Chantal, but you are a night owl. You'll sleep all day, then you'll get up at night. You'll eat a massive meal, and then you go to sleep. So maybe the reason why you're not hungry first thing in the morning is because your stomach's not empty. It's still digesting the food that you ate before bed. That's why you're not hungry, girl. Because you ate before bed and it's still digesting everything you put in it.
I don't know. I would need a break. And plus, I don't have a gallbladder. So when I eat things that are high in fat, I get really here, baby girl. I'm gonna take the skin off for her. I get very sluggish and I have trouble with the washroom.
Well, maybe stop eating all that junk food. You will have less trouble. You're stopping up your system. You're blocking the pipes with all that nonsense. Cut it out.
You go, baby girl. So, do you like the chicken? Do you like the chicken?
Theory, I don't think Julia the cat likes Chantal. So she lures the cat in with, table food just to get her to have some kind of interaction with her.
She took it. I know people think she's like feral and we got her from the street. We didn't get her from the street. But even if
Oh, really? Chantal, I remember seeing a cat that looked very much like that. It could have been the same cat. I think I saw it when you and Salah went to the bakery. I remember seeing a cat that looked a lot like that. I think it was a mother cat and a kitten. Strangely enough, a lot of your videos off your channel have disappeared for no random reason. So did you get the cat off the street somewhere and maybe that cat was in one of your videos and you were trying to hide it? Yeah, I think so. I think Julia was a stray. That's just how you operate. You're not about, I want a pet. Let me go to a reputable breeder or owner and talk to them and spend time around them and show that I have a clean home and environment, that I'm responsible, go through that process to get a healthy, well cared for cat or pet. You're all about that life of, oh, it's a street cat, it's free. I could just take it off the street and put it on my YouTube channel. And if anything happens, I can put it back on the street. That's how you play.
If we did get her from the street, why is a street cat any less valuable than another cat? You know, we just happened to know somebody who was like, I need to get rid of this cat. And I was like, oh, yes, finally, it's a sign. We can get a cat. Hi, baby. Okay, one more.
And what do you mean you know somebody? You never talk to anyone, Chantal. You don't have any friends there. So you've been in Kuwait for months. What people have you talked to that you are such good friends with that they have a pet and they would trust you as the new owner? When all you do is sit in that hot box all day and eat. How are you building up friendships to the point of trust where they would trust you with their former pet? Just tell the truth. You got the cat off the street somewhere. And you thought by bringing Julia on camera, you were going to make a crap ton of money. And it hasn't happened. But you have the cat regardless. And now you and Salah are talking about traveling. Yeah, good luck with that, by the way. You're in no shape to travel, and you know that. But you got a pet, and right after getting the pet, you're talking about traveling. You got your priorities all mixed up.
Piece. And then that's it for you. No more chicken for you after this. Parsley, I'll take it off. No more. Good girl. So that's what I had. And she loves cantaloupe. All that to say, she doesn't like mango, but she loves cantaloupe. So I let her have a small piece. Okay, let me eat my supper. Let me get to it. Okay, get down. You can't have the whole chicken. Okay, go. Okay, so and these are grilled tomatoes because Salah was craving barbecue, mixed barbecue, which is very popular here. It's called Mishawi, and he likes to order a platter of barbecue. And so I just had the chicken that comes with it and the grilled tomatoes. He doesn't like those. And then he's sprinkling. He's so cute. He tries to make the presentation good. And he's like, all right, healthy girl, puts the parsley on my chicken, like for presentation purposes. I love him. Baby girl, you cannot have too much chicken. Okay, so bismillah. As you saw in my vlog, I gained some weight. So
we didn't need a vlog for that, but go ahead.
I put on a lot of weight very quickly. I was eating.
Well, wait a minute. You said in your last vlog it was only less than 5 pounds. That's not a lot of weight. That's like vanity weight. It's not a big deal. Less than 5 pounds is not a big deal. Now you're saying I put on a lot of weight, which entails more than 5 pounds. So, see, this is why it's a bad idea to lie, Chantal. It's best to be honest. Be more honest. You want to hold yourself accountable? Be more honest. Say, look, I've been in Kuwait for the last, 6 months total, and I put on like 75 pounds, and it's getting to a breaking point. I need to turn things around. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your audience. They'll take you a lot more seriously if you do.
Eating way too much out of hand. And Okay, maybe I gave her one small little piece. I was giving her small pieces.
Yeah, you were kind of stingy giving her that chicken. I mean, there's a whole lot there. You don't need all of that chicken. Like, I don't know if you've got kibble that you're feeding her or canned cat food. I haven't seen any. But if all you're feeding her is stuff from what you're eating, don't be stingy. If you give her more, she might be more satisfied and leave you alone.
I put on some weight. I'd eat things at night. Packets of pita chips, cheese slices.
So you're grazing. That's what it sounds like to me. You're grazing. And grazing is just as bad as bee moments. Because when you're grazing, just mindlessly eating, going from one thing to another thing to another thing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, that's called grazing. You're not keeping count of what you're eating. You're not counting the calories. You're not counting the amount. You're just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that until you run through everything. So that's not good, foodie. That is not good to graze like that. I remember seeing you do that in the villa when you were doing the edibles. You would just mindlessly eat, grazing, going from one thing to another thing. You need to stop that.
A lot of 3-in-1 Nescafe, which is high in calories, sodas. This dressing and the herbs. So at first, it's so tiring, like, especially with the extra weight. Sometimes I can't control my urges to overeat.
And that's why you need inpatient. You need to be somewhere where somebody is saying no and they're standing firm and you can't change their mind and you can't manipulate them. You can't scream and throw a temper tantrum and they'll give in to you. You need locked down inpatient. Tammy Slayton was an inpatient. She's done fabulously. She's lost a lot of weight. She looks like a different person. I'm sure she feels better. But that's what you need, foodie. You need inpatient. Locked down inpatient, where you can be monitored and watched and you can't sneak any kind of food. You can't sneak any kind of snacks. You have no self-control. So you need someone else to take control and be the control for you until you get the control back, which might take quite a while. Inpatient or jail, either one would work. That's the only thing that's going to work with you. You said you're impulsive and you have no self-control. So if you have no self-control and if you're impulsive, how are you going to stop yourself from going for things that are bad for you? Answer, you can't.
Good girl. I'd eat like maybe a quarter of a kilo of nuts and seeds at night. Ordering out Burger King, everything. And I woke up today feeling motivated by the idea that I really came to the conclusion that this crap food is not worth shortening my life for.
I don't believe she had that thought. I really don't. And I'm not saying that as a hater. I don't believe she had that thought. I believe something else is motivating all of this. It could be YouTube with their new policies. And if you're doing some kind of food content, they're like, no, you're not going to make money on this. I think that might be a factor. Or maybe her and Salah had a talk. Or maybe she's watching different people on YouTube saying they're going on a health journey and she wants to be part of that. I don't know. Should she get healthy regardless of what's going on and who's talking to her? Absolutely. But for Foodie to sit there and say that she just woke up in the morning and she wants to get healthy, no, I don't think that happened. I really don't think so. Not someone like her that she just did a video where she's sitting there going to town on cream cheese and bread and rice.
You know, Julia. There. Oh my gosh, she is feral.
And why would she be feral unless she was a street cat, Chantal? Thought you said you got her from a friend, right? That's what you said.
I don't know. Maybe she was a street cat before, but not when we got her. Like maybe the people who had her before, was she was from the street. I'm not sure. Are you feral? Don't wag your tail at me. You're obsessed. This cat eats all the time. She always has food. Anyways, I love the grilled tomatoes. Mm-mm. I said no more. No more. Go. I'm not good at punishing. Mm. I mean, does she have Prader-Willi syndrome? She can't stop eating? Or is it because she's a kitten? Hey. Here.
No, Foodie, she doesn't have Prader-Willi syndrome, and that's nothing to joke about. That's a very serious condition. I've seen in the comments from my videos people asking, do I think that you have that condition? I don't think you do. I really don't think so. I've seen documentaries on Prader-Willi. It's very serious. It is life-threatening. People who have that condition, they have to live with other people, that they literally have to lock up cupboards and refrigerators and lock down garbage cans because it's pretty severe. So I don't think you have it, and I don't think the cat has it. I just think you've got a severe problem with food, and you need inpatient badly.
No more, for real. Is it because she's a kitten? She needs to eat more? Like, I looked up that kittens need to eat more in general.
Chantal, it's a cat. They like protein. You're eating chicken. She smells the chicken. A cat's sense of smell is very strong. She smells it, she wants it. And if she's used to you feeding her table scraps, she's probably thinking some of that's mine too.
Mm-mm. Vamos. Vamos. Sweet girl. This chicken is so good. Stop it. Go. And I want to go on this trip. Like, I want to get new clothes. So I'm trying to delay that instant gratification feeling for like rewards down the line where I can be like happier, healthier. My brain goes between like wanting to be active and healthy and new lease on life, and then it tricks me into thinking, you don't want that. It's too much work.
That's why you need therapy. That's why you got to have therapy for your mind as well as your body. If you don't get therapy for the mind, which is the root of the problem, you're going to have those thoughts all the time, every day. You'll start out strong, like you are right now, eating the salad, eating the protein, and then you're going to have those thoughts. And then you're going to have those urges and those cravings for anything unhealthy. You're going to want it so badly. What's going to keep you away from giving it a temptation? That's why you need therapy, Chantal. The one thing you've been avoiding the most is the thing that you need the most.
You want to just be cozy, the comfort of not changing. You want to lay in bed with that half kilo of nuts, watching horror movies, smoking shisha. Ordering out. It's not sustainable. So why am I delaying the inevitable? I have to change.
Yep, that's true. Well, I got news for you, Chantal. If you want to change, you got to change more than just what you put on your plate. You got to change your mind. You got to change your attitude about food. You have to change how you look at food. You can't look at food as a source of comfort or love anymore. You can't be scared for change. You have to find other things to put your attention on. As I said, one of the biggest things for you is you're going to have to find something or a group of things that give you just as much joy as food does. That's going to be a huge task for you because food is just taken over your life. You're practically married to food. You're going to have to divorce yourself from that marriage and find somewhere else to focus on, just to fixate on. How are you going to do it? You're going to have to find a way, or we know what's going to happen if you don't.
And even just in half a day of eating healthy and natural food, I have so much more energy. Even just half a day. Can you imagine in a week from now?
Let me just kind of tell you guys about the roller coaster. So right now, Foodie Beauty, she's in the roller coaster and she's going up that hill. She's feeling really, really good. Like she's eating healthy, she's eating the protein. She's on the upswing of the roller coaster. But then she's going to get to the very top. You know how you get to the top of a roller coaster right before you slide back down? She's going to be at the top. And that half second or two when you're just sitting there at the top and everything is quiet, that's when the temptations start. That's when the urges to eat start. And whether you go down or not is up to you, how you handle that. But you got to have the right mental and emotional tools to know how to deal. She doesn't have them. So she's going to have those thoughts of food. Maybe she'll smell something. Maybe she'll see something that triggers her thinking about the naughty foods. And then she's going to give in. She's going to justify it. She's going to say, oh, it's just a candy bar. Oh, it's just a soda. It's not that bad. I can always go to the gym and work it off. Yeah, that's how it all starts. That little temptation turns into a B moment or just getting derailed completely. And so she's going to have a bad moment with food. And you know what follows after that? Guilt, shame, beating up on yourself emotionally. I'm a failure. I can't do this. I don't have the willpower. That's when the roller coaster slides all the way back down to the bottom at light speed. And that happens faster than actually climbing to the top. And you get just stuck on a loop of I want to get healthy, and then the urges come, the thoughts of food come, and then you go sliding right back down. And you don't get out of that cycle until you get the right tools and you get the right therapy to fix it.
In a month from now, in a year from now, the time passes anyway, right? Good girl. Did you have enough chicken? I think you did. For people saying I'm using my cat as a prop because she's in the background, you're acting like I can literally press the button and tell her where to sit. She chooses to sit here. I don't ask her to. I mean, she's my fit part of.
You're motivating her to be around you by feeding her the table scraps. That's what she's around for. She's not around because she likes you. She wants to get fed.
The family now. Why shouldn't she be in videos? I don't know. Just anyway, here I am addressing stupidity again. I mean,
and don't think I didn't notice, Chantal, that you have this big bowl of salad next to you and you were eating off of that. But the moment Julia came around and wanted the chicken, you went straight for the chicken. You're sitting there shoving it in your mouth as quickly as you can go, just so Julia won't get to it. That's your food aggression. You don't want Julia to have that chicken, so you're like, let me just eat all of this before she gets to it. Imagine that, competing with a cat for food.
Look, if my cat started not appearing in videos, it would be, what happened to the cat? What happened to the cat? The cat's dead, blah, blah, blah. Hi. Oh, chicken, eh? She's circling. Sorry. Hi. Sweet angel. Oh no, she doesn't want me to touch her when she wants chicken.
See? She's like trying to love on Julia, and Julia's like, nope, I don't like you. I like the food. Give me the food. That's what I'm here for.
That's right. Good protein for her. You know. So my henna is fading a bit, getting purpley, but the black henna actually fades way less than the other kind. So I've heard people criticize it and say it's not very skilled. Actually, it's one of the best people in Kuwait. So but anyway. Try again. I'm going to eat one of these every day. I'm going to be making more food. Recipes in the kitchen. You guys will love it. I think. I have a really good healthy recipe. It's a vegan recipe.
Oh, we're back to this again. So anybody's been watching Chantal for a while. She tried this before. She tried, the vegan diet or lifestyle. That didn't last long at all. I think the last time she did the vegan thing was when she was with BB. And he found out about her issue with food. And he wanted to go to the gym and work out and eat healthy. And I think about that time is when that happened. Trust me, that vegan phase did not last long.
I love beans. I mean, a lot.
All these things that she says she loves. Oh, I love fruit in the morning and I love beans. So why haven't you been eating them? Why do you always gravitate to fast food?
It didn't fall on the floor. It fell on the table here. So I love beans. Stewed beans. So I found a really good recipe for like air fryer bean fritters. Okay. I know what you would love to do to this whole chicken carcass. Huh? I know what you would like to do. I know. Look at you. Maybe I'll take out some of the meat and keep it in the fridge. Add it to her wet food. I love this lemon juice and honey. Just a bit of honey, not much. I have some green tea. Like give yourself a pedicure or
We're almost done here. I'm getting bored.
like Jamila, she's beautiful. The bedroom meeting. That's why you heard a door open and close in my last mukbang, because he is eating in the room with Howie, like I said, with the door closed because we keep Howie separated from her.
Imagine being married to someone and they would rather eat alone in their room with a hamster than with you. That should tell you everything you need to know about how he feels about you, Chantal.
Hi.
He don't even want to eat with you. Spending time alone in a separate room away from you. Yeah, happy times, happy marriage.
So I do my mukbangs and he goes and eats in the other room because I mean you would hear his crunching in the background. That why would he be here? And he can go watch something while he's eating. He likes to watch something while eating.
Yeah, he don't like to watch you eat. You know, I've had people suggest to me that Salah is a feedy person. I disagree because if he were a feedy person, he would be all into what she's doing. He'd be all excited about it, happy about it. Clearly, he's not. I mean, we all remember back when she was doing the lives with him, and he told her he wanted her to lose 200 pounds. Would a feedy person suggest such a thing? No. He's put off by what she's doing to the point where he could be in the room watching her and encouraging her to eat and excited. He's not. He's in the other room with the hamster because he doesn't want to see this. He doesn't want to be part of it.
So I never used to like green onions, but I like them in the salad. So that's why, you know. Nothing negative to it.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. I can't take the smacking noises. You know, Foodie, if you want to be a queen, let's start with the table manners. Please contact somebody and have them teach you about proper table manners. You know, eating with your mouth closed, eating in a way that's normal and not feral. Can you please do that? Sign up for some table manner etiquette. You so need it. It's so unappealing to watch you eat and listen to you eat. It's gross. My viewers even say all the time, it's gross. I can't stand it. I'm right there with you. It's awful. I hate it. I hate it the most. I hate the sounds the most. I can't take it. I can't even finish this video. So we're just going to end it here. I know we got 3 more minutes. I don't care. I'm out. I can't. No, we're done here. I can't deal with this no more. I can only take so much torture in one day. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed this React video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here and have a good one.